Hey, Wembo World Entertainment, and things just got crazier for Marvel as the new tax filings reveal the true budget of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The one movie that was being championed as, hey, this one actually turned a profit, because from the sounds of things, it may not have actually turned a profit at all. So we're going to have a look at this because this is insane. So Disney tax filing reveals Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness had a gargantuan budget. Released in theaters on May 2nd, 2022, Doctor Strange and Mom marked Sam Raimi's triumphant return to the world of superhero cinema after previously helming Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man trilogy. The film was genuinely praised by fans and critics alike on its way to grossing $955.8 million at the box office. Worldwide total that was, by the way. I like the way it praised by fans and critics alike. No, it wasn't. However, a new report from Forbes raises questions about whether the film was profitable, considering its massive budget. Previously, it was thought that Disney/Marvel spent $249 million to produce the film. However, tax filings that Disney is required to disclose for productions filmed in the UK have revealed that Marvel spent £331.9 million or $415 million on Doctor Strange. Holy crap. But hang on, because it gets worse. Given that the box office revenue is split 50-50, Marvel pocketed $477.9 million after sharing ticket sales with theater owners, and that doesn't include what Marvel spent on promotional and advertising costs. That means the budget for this movie is $415 million. Now add another between $100 and $150 million. That's right, we're looking at this thing being close to $600 million to make, which means it didn't break even. So recently, Raimi's name has come up as a potential director for a number of upcoming MCU films, including a sequel to No Way Home and Avengers Secret Wars. But Kevin Feige and co may be a bit hesitant given the high production cost of Multiverse of Madness. I love that part. I love that they're like, oh, Feige's a bit hesitant because Sam Raimi ran the budget up so high. No, he didn't. He didn't. He wasn't even meant to direct this movie. The movie script, everything, storyboards was all done. Everything was in place. He literally came in and shot what yous had planned out. So how is it his fault that the budget skyrocketed to over $400 million? That had nothing to do with Sam Raimi. So the fact that they're trying to point the fingers at him now and say, oh, he's the reason the film had such a massive budget. No, it wasn't. Yous planned it out that way. He has done nothing but it was just like a giant special effect of a movie that looked terrible, by the way. The movie was garbage. The only reason it even made $955.8 million is because it came hot off the heels of Spider-Man No Way Home, which everybody thought this would have direct links to, and it didn't. That was one of the other issues, was people were like, hang on, everything is setting up the next movie and yet nothing seems to be in the next movie. Like Loki, you were told to see the Spider-Man, you'd have had to see Loki, then it turns out, no you didn't. Then Doctor Strange, oh you'd have to have seen No Way Home, no you didn't. Multiverse of Madness was meant to set up the crap for Ant-Man and Quantumania, no it didn't. None of it was connected. And yet these budgets are absolutely ballooning, and it's insane. It's batshit crazy to see the prices that they're. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is now apparently the second most expensive production budget of all the Marvel films, or at least almost all of the Marvel films. The number one is Infinity War and Endgame with a combined production cost of $1.265 billion. But that's two films back to back, and massive films as well. So that kind of makes sense. That's still a ridiculous budget for those movies. That means both those budgets were over 500 million. But you look at the money they brought in. So yeah. And then you have Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness at a $415 million budget before promotional and advertising. That's just lunacy. And again, this is where they are screwed by filming in the UK, because all of these tax results keep getting shown that they have to disclose them. They can't hide these numbers. So we see the real number. So when you see they lied and said, oh, our production cost was only 294 million. Then the movie came out, didn't do great, and the first parts came out and they tried to say, well, actually it was just over 300 million. And now we're seeing, no, it was actually 415 million. Then we're adding on our promotion and advertising, which rounds it up again to over 500 million. Probably closer to 600. That is lunacy. And it's looking like this movie didn't actually break even. And that is crazy when a movie is close enough to hitting $1 billion. Like, it's halfway, or just under 50% basically of hitting $1 billion. And it looks like it didn't even break even. Insane. But there you go. Doctor Strange's official budget has been revealed. What a joke it truly is. And with that, I will leave it out for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.